Welcome once again to the beautiful Pictou County Wellness Center here in the municipality of Pictou County, Nova Scotia. My name is Michael Petter. This is Petter Sports and Streaming Services, and it is the beginning of another great hockey season here in the Maritime Major Female Hockey League. We've got 4 games for you today from here at the Wellness Center. But before we go any further, we must take a moment to acknowledge that the Pictou County Wellness Center, the entire municipality of Pictou County, and the entire county of Pictou, and for that matter, the entire region covered by the Maritime Major Female Hockey League, which includes all of Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Prince Edward Island, all lie within the ancestral and unceded territory of Mi'kmaq. As we mentioned, we've got 4 games for you today. We've got the 4 Nova Scotia-based teams of the Maritime Major.
That's what you said.
Well, I said hey, but I won't argue.
Hey, the board man got to get paid.
So as mentioned, it is the first set of exhibition games here in the Maritime Major Female Hockey League for this season. The 4 Nova Scotia-based teams are here. Each team will play twice today, and we will have all 4 of the games for you live here on Petter Sports and Streaming. The first game features the host team for today's event, the Northern Subway Selects. They are, of course, the defending provincial champions, the defending league champions, the defending Atlantic champions. And when you look at this roster for the Selects, a lot of players back from last year. Maybe one notable absence from last year's roster, though, is Kendall Dwaron. We'll talk more about that as the day goes on. Their opponents for this opening game, the Lindsay Surge, the franchise that used to be known as the Action Benefits Penguins, going under a rebrand this season, so they are now the Lindsay Surge. And so we will have a new look for that team. A lot of returning players there as well. Taking a quick look at our starting goaltenders, Madeline Kerr gets the start for the Selects in this game. And for the Surge, it will be Cicely Harnham getting the start. Backup goaltenders will be Ellie Feltham for the Surge and Amy Field for the Selects. Warm-ups have wrapped up. We are about ready to get underway. We're just missing a puck. I see the referee coming over to the bench asking for a puck. Well, as soon as we get that, we'll get it going. Just a quick rundown of the rest of today's schedule. 12:30, we'll have the other 2 Nova Scotia teams. That is the Greenfoot Capitals and the Cape Breton Lynx. Then we'll have a little bit of a break, and then at 2:30, the Surge will be back on the ice. They'll play the Lynx, who will be playing back-to-back games today. And then the final game of the day, a 4 o'clock puck drop for the Northern Subway Selects and the Greenfoot Capitals. A chance for these coaches to look at the players they have, maybe make a few decisions on some last-minute roster spots that still haven't been determined. And we are underway here at the Pictou County Wellness Center. Selects with the puck first. Glenn able to move it up through neutral ice. It goes down into the Surge zone. Back to get it is Lapierre. Lapierre will take it behind her own net, play it off the end boards. In pressuring hard are the Selects. There's a chance right off for Glenn, and that gets steered aside by Harnham. Puck played back out to center ice. Looking to pick it up there for the Surge. Unfortunately, they're in practice jerseys, so it's going to be a little hard sometimes to see if I can't see their backs. I can't necessarily know the numbers for sure, but I'll try to do the best I can off of that. For the Selects, they are wearing their regular season jerseys, although you'll notice a couple players on the Selects are wearing some old school Northern Subway Selects jerseys. Both of these teams going with more than the traditional roster because this is an exhibition game and because this is still the point where they're still trying to determine their rosters. You'll notice on the Selects there will be 2 number 4s and 2 number 11s. One wearing the old school jersey with the yellow numbers, one wearing the newer jersey with the white numbers. And you'll notice the old school number 4, McCarty, is out there right now. for the Northern Subway Selects. And here comes a chance for the Selects as moving in is Beaton. Beaton has McCaddy coming in with her. Beaton with a shot and a save made by Harnham. Pressure on in behind the net. Coming back to pick up is Greenwood. Greenwood able to get it down the length of the ice, and that will likely be an icing. And we do get that indication with 1:28 gone here in the first period. And a quick note as well, I think it was new last season at the U18 major female level here in Atlantic Canada that no change on the icing. I want to say that they only brought that in last year. So that is, for those players at their first year at the U18 level, that's going to be a bit of an adjustment for them, not having the ability to change off of an icing. Here comes McCaddy working her way up with the puck. Actually, that's another one of the old school jerseys. I didn't notice that. That's Lexi McIntyre who was carrying that puck up the ice. I saw the older version of the jersey, and I made the mistake of not checking to see what number it actually was. So we've got 4 of the old school jerseys for the Selects mixed in there. So we'll try to keep all those players straight. Puck along the near side boards here in the Wellness Center. Down into the corner. Going after it there is Murray. Reese Murray, one of several of those returning players. Puck played back to the line for Connolly. Connolly gets it across. There's a shot. Harnham makes the save. And looking to clear the zone, Almond. She gets it to the line, but not out. Almond back on the puck again. Again trying to move it forward, but that gets knocked down. This time it was Grinton getting in the way of that. And if I'm making any mistakes on any players' names, pronunciations in particular, please do let me know, and we'll talk about how to get in touch with me to let me know about mistakes momentarily. With the puck right now, carrying it around from behind her own net is Connolly. Connolly able to get the pass ahead. That ends up bouncing off the stick of Timmins. Down into the surge zone. Harnham out of her net, settles the puck there behind the net for Rosong. Rosong able to play it ahead. And out to center ice. Puck deflected forward. And hustling back to get on it there is Boyle. Carly Boyle, one of those returning Selects players that we talked about. Gets it ahead, and it's deflected out to center ice. Played back to Rosong. Rosong gets it back out to center. Sent right back in again. Excuse me, that's not Rosong. That's Poirier. Pass ahead intended for Gould. That ends up getting deflected away from her. Now dumped down the ice by Smith. Selects pick up in their own zone. Pass ahead. That goes off the skate of Timmins. Now taking it back behind the net is Tanner. Tanner turns and then comes back up the far side. Clearing attempt from Emerson McDonald gets knocked down as we played nearly 4 minutes here in the first period. 15-minute periods for today's game, it looks like, with it being exhibition and with 1.5 hours of ice time for each game. I think what I'm going to guess that we're playing 3:15s. I haven't been given that formally or officially, but I'm going to guess we're playing 3:15s, and I'm going to guess we're going to have a flood at the end of the second period and then a flood between games. We'll find. You'll find out when we do. How's that? Surge, bring the puck back in across the Selects blue line. Taking it towards the net there was Buffett. Buffett sends it back behind the net. And now working out for the Selects. There's Glenn with the puck. She'll fire it in right onto Harnham. Harnham deflects it over into the glass. Coming over to get it near side is MacArthur. MacArthur sends it to Glenn. Glenn takes it behind the net. Out the far side. Glenn trying to get some space as she was being shadowed there by Mitchell. Now the puck comes out to center ice. Picked up there by Connolly. Connolly goes to play it back, but that's intercepted by Greenwood. Greenwood coming in, gets the puck to the front of the net, but the pass just out of the reach of the intended target. Now MacArthur plays it around to the far side, picked up there by Fitt. Fitt able to get it ahead, and carrying it forward now is Beaton. Beaton in across the blue line, drops it off there for Connolly. Connolly gives to Fitt. Fitt down into the corner, now to the front of the net. There's a chance off the backhand, and McHattie ends up putting that one just wide. Puck cleared down the length of the ice, and that is going to be, no, it's not going to be an icing, as getting in there first is Greenwood. She gets a shot away. Kerr able to steer that one aside, as we played nearly 6 minutes here in the first period. Good long stretch of action here in between whistles. Puck deflected back down into the select zone once again, hustling back to get onto it. There is Fit. Fit out from behind her own net. Gets the pass over to McHattie. McHattie ends up having that taken away from her by Poirier. Poirier coming in, gets a shot off. Kerr makes the save. Now in behind the net with it there is Wagner. Wagner looks to get it to the front of the net. She can. It'll get played back to the line for Walsh. Walsh steps in, gets a shot away. That goes just wide. Now another shot, this one from the far wall. Lapierre's shot steered aside by Kerr. Picked up by McHattie for the Selects. She'll play it off the end boards, where Fit will pick it up, get the pass ahead. That misses her target, but it does get out to center ice, and the Selects have a chance to reset their defense as the puck is sent back in again. Now with it beaten, behind the net. Plays it over to McHattie. McHattie will get it off the boards and out to center. Picked up there by Lapierre. Lapierre gets it ahead. Dumped in by Almond. It goes all the way to Kerr, and Kerr will cover up and hang on for a face-off with 8:07 left to go here in the first period. Still looking for the first goal of this game. Just a quick note, again, if you're looking to get a hold of us throughout the course of the game, the best way to do it is go to x.com, that app that used to be known as Twitter, x.com, and search for Petter PC _sports. That's P-E-T-T-E-R PC _sports. You can reach us through there, send us a message, let us know if we're getting anything wrong, or if you have any sort of feedback, positive or negative. We always appreciate hearing the thoughts of the viewers. Also, you can get us through Facebook. Go to facebook.com and search for Petter Sports and Streaming. The and is an ampersand. That's Petter Sports and Streaming. And you can send us a message through that medium. Do not send me a message through my personal Facebook page, Michael Hodson Petter, as that I can only check one Facebook account at a time. And so your best bet is to get me through the Petter Sports and Streaming Facebook page. And either one of those two, though, either X or Facebook, and send us a message and let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, all those sorts of things. Battle right in front of the Surge bench. We're going to have our first penalty of the game, and it looks like it's going to go against the Selects. Head contact is the indication. And the way the jersey's tucked in, I'm looking for confirmation. It looks like it's Murray, or is that Glenn? Can't quite tell if that's an 8 or a 9. It is 9, so that means it is Reese Murray who's off for the head contact with 7:36 left to go here in the first period. And the Surge get the first power play of the exhibition season. And so we'll see how their special teams go to work against the Select penalty kill. Puck sent out to center ice, sent back in again, and then once again back out by Jean. Pass gets intercepted by Emerson McDonald. McDonald bringing it down into the Surge zone. She'll take it all the way down to the corner. Gets bumped off the puck there by Kim. Kim able to play it ahead, and now it's sent forward for Smith. Smith across the blue red line. Dumps the puck in. Hustling back to get on it for the Selects is Boyle. Boyle gets it to the line, not out. Nice knock down there to keep the puck in, but it ends up bouncing all the way to Emerson McDonald, and she'll fire it down the length of the ice. Harnham out of her net to settle it there for Rosong. Rosong being pressured there. Good pressure by Timmins. And the puck is sent out to center ice. Rosong back on it. She'll play it across to the near side for Mitchell. Mitchell has a look, now plays it back across to Rosong. 55 seconds, left to go in the power play. Battle along the far wall right in front of the Surge penalty box, which is empty. Now the battle moves towards the Selects penalty box, which of course has Murray in it. Now the puck brought in across the blue line. Hartnell able to get it into the zone. Played down into the corner. Going back to pick up there is Hallie Rose McLean. McLean looking to get free. She ends up coughing up the puck. It's picked up there by Hartnell. Hartnell now will play it back to the line. 22 seconds left to go in the power play. There's a shot. That goes wide. Comes off the end boards. LaPierre steps down to pick it up. She takes a bump as she plays the puck back behind the net. Another bump as the idea that female hockey is no contact is a misnomer. It's supposed to be no body checking, but that does not mean no contact, as players are certainly allowed to make contact with one another. There's a shot, a chance, and Kerr makes the save and hangs on for a face-off. Penalty has expired. 5:30 left to go here in the opening period of play. And again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in wherever you're joining us from. We really do appreciate having you along for the ride. If you guys weren't watching, I wouldn't have a job. So there's a shot. That goes high over the glass. Or not over the glass, rather over the net, into the glass. It's preseason hockey for me too there, folks. I'm still getting back, trying to get back into season form, so bear with me. There's a shot, save made by Kerr. Kerr tries to poke it away, but the puck stays right there in the slot, and then it's sent over to the far wall. Going after it there is Robertson. Robertson has it knocked away from her. Murray able to pick up the puck. She'll play it up the wall, knocked down there by Walters. Walters sends it back down low. Down to Joseph. Joseph looks to get it out front. She does. There's a shot that goes just wide off the stick of Greenwood. Another chance out in front, but the puck is cleared away from danger and picked up by Connolly. Connolly looking to clear the zone. She can't. It's knocked down by Joseph as the Surge getting good pressure here. Now the puck comes up the wall to MacArthur. MacArthur taking a look. She'll send it around behind the net, just out of the reach of Grinton. Glenn has it stolen by Almond. Almond's shot gets blocked, and now coming out with it is MacArthur. She gets it over to Grinton. Grinton comes in, takes the shot, and the save made by Harnum, and she'll hang on for a face-off with 4:12 left to go here in the first period. And again, we're still trying to. We'll figure out the format as we go for today's games. Like I said, I believe it's going to be 3:15s, but don't quote me on that until the first game comes to an end and we see how it went. Puck goes down in behind the net. Going after it there is Mitchell. She gets there just ahead of the forechecker Beaton. Now here come the Surge out with it as Almond has the puck. She carries through center, has it knocked off her stick in across the line, but following up, good support there by Wagner. She gets a shot away. That goes wide. Select's able to pick up, bring it back out to center. Pass across the near side, out of the reach of the intended target of McHattie. Picked up there by Nedelku. She'll play it around the far wall. McHattie looking to pick up the puck. It's knocked away, and it comes out to center. Getting over to pick up there is Boyle. Boyle will play it across, and bringing it forward is Tanner. Tanner sends it in off the end boards. Harnum sets it up there for her defender. I believe that was Mitchell. Again, or it was not Mitchell, excuse me. That was Rosong. Again, not being able to see the numbers. If I can't see their backs, it does make it a little challenging, but doing what we can with what we got. Battle in the corner, under 3 minutes left to go here in the first period. Reese Murray in there amongst the others. Gabby Smith in there for the Surge. Puck is worked free. Now it comes to McHattie on the near boards. McHattie not able to clear the zone. Now she'll get it off the boards and out. Pass to herself and is able to gain the red line, dump the puck in. Going back after it, Rosong. She's got Murray hot on her heels. Rosong able to clear away. And the puck sent out to center ice. Played off the wall. Hustling back to get on it there. That is Lexi McIntyre. McIntyre able to play the puck ahead. Now it's sent forward to Emerson McDonald. She'll dump it in. Harnum out of her net settles the puck there as we reach 2:10 left to go in the first period. Pass across to the far side, in across the blue line. With it there was Buffett. Now it comes to Hartnell. Hartnell with a shot. That goes wide. Puck wraps around the boards. Buffett back on it again. Buffett sends it towards the net. That gets knocked down by Fitt. And Fitt able to play it ahead and out to center ice. Timmins, she gets taken off of the puck by Walsh. to the line and out as Hartnell was just able to clear the zone. Hartnell back on the puck. She has it knocked away from her. It's played over to the far side. It'll be taken there by Timmins. Timmins looking to find a lane into the zone. Finally just dumps the puck in. Going after it into the far corner there is Austin. And now out come the Surge. 1:10 left to go in the first period. 2-on-1. There's a shot and a save made by Kerr, and she'll hang on for a face-off. 1:06 remaining here in the opening period of play. No score between the Selects and the Surge. In this, our first of 4 exhibition games here today at the Pictou County Wellness Center to kick off this 2024-25 Maritime Major Female Hockey League season. Puck is played down the length of the ice. Nedelku back to get it. Nedelku reverses it up the wall to Walters. Walters pass a little bit behind her intended target of Joseph. It ends up down into the select zone. Backing up with it there is Grinton. Grinton takes it down into the corner. She gets taken off of the puck. And now on it is Connolly. Connolly trying to find an escape route. 35 seconds left to go. Sorry, that's not Connolly. That's McLean, my apologies. McLean able to get the pass ahead. Austin sends it across to the far side. It'll be picked up there by Greenwood. Greenwood goes to dump it back down into the select zone, but that gets knocked down. Now a bit of a misplay there by Tanner. And there's a chance, and Kerr able to clear the puck away. Tanner will send it around to the far side. Glenn picks it up. Gets it towards the line and out. Now here comes MacArthur. MacArthur to Beaton. Beaton with the move, and she scores! Jenna Beaton with 2.8 seconds left to go in the first period puts the Selects on the board first. It's 1-0 for Northern. Nice move there by Jenna Beaton, taking the pass from MacArthur and able to just tuck the puck around and past Cicely Harnham for the opening goal of the game with just a couple of seconds left to go here in the first period. We have the puck drop and we have the end of period number 1. So the goal by Beaton, assisted by MacArthur at 14:57.2. If you want to get real technical about it, of the first period, makes it 1-0 for the Northern Subway Selects over the Lindsay Surge in the opening period. We're going to take a brief break here, then we'll have a switch of ends and we'll get the second period going here in just a moment. You are watching Maritime Major Female Hockey League exhibition action here on Petter Sports and streaming through Atlantic Hockey Online, a division of AO Live. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the second period here. Although before we get the start of the second period, we got a... Oh no, whatever it was, okay. Problem solved. And we're ready to go here for period number 2. Selects now defending the net to your broadcast left for this second period. Surge defending the net to your broadcast right. Selects in the dark blue. Surge in the light blue. As the puck down into the Surge zone. But they're able to come out. Bringing it up is Wagner. Wagner gets it in across the blue line. Down to the end boards. Going back after it there is Carly Boyle. She'll play it around to Jean. Jean able to get the pass quickly to Beaton. And Beaton gets it ahead. And working forward with it is Vint. Vint looking for Boyle, but that pass gets deflected away, and the Surge able to pick up, and out they come to center ice, but Boyle goes to dump it right back in again. Out of her net to play it is Harnum. She'll settle it there for Kim. Delayed offside. Selects have to go back and touch up. That gives the Surge time to get themselves organized. Kate McDonald gets the pass across to Kim. Kim will play it ahead as we near a minute gone here in the second period. Second period will also be a 15-minute period. Excuse me. 5 players battling in the far corner. Puck comes free. And it's played around to the near corner for Fitt. She'll get it ahead to Morrow. Morrow dumps it down, goes chasing after it. Gets tied up along the end boards. Morrow able to work herself free. Now centering pass. That gets deflected away. Comes back to the line for Fitt. Fitt with a shot. That goes off a skate and into the end boards as the shot was blocked by Smith. And now out come the Surge. Carrying the puck forward is Gould. Gould has it knocked off her stick by Fitt. Fitt able to play it ahead to Maya McDonald. McDonald coming in. Gets a shot away. Save made by Harnum. McDonald still pressuring. And that one gets knocked away. Now there's another chance. Harnum makes the save and is able to cover up and hang on for a face-off. 1:56 gone here in the second period. And we can tell you that shots on goal in that first period were 7-5 in favor of the Surge. Shots are now 7-6 in favor of the Surge. But just the one goal on the scoreboard, and that is courtesy of a nice move by Jenna Beaton as she took the pass from Allie MacArthur. And there's another great save by Harnum as she seemed to disappear and then reappear and made a beautiful save to keep this just a 1-0 hockey game with 2:03 gone here in the second period. Emerson McDonald to take the draw against, I believe that was McCormick. It was, I see now. McCormick with the puck. She had it knocked off her stick. Walters able to get it ahead and out of the zone where it was picked up by Hartnell. Hartnell will send it down deep into the select end. Puck played off the back of the net. McCormick there to get it for the Surge. McCormick coming to the middle of the ice. Turns and shoots. That goes off a skate. Bounces a few times. And Kerr able to steer that one away over into the corner. Hartnell battling there. Coming in to try and help out for the Surge is Buffett. Now the puck comes free. Emerson McDonald gets onto it for the Selects. Cleared out as far as the line, sent back deep by Walters. Buffett trying to set it up there for McCormick. And now the Selects able to pick up, and out they come. Grinton has it knocked off her stick. And it's turned over. Surge looking to come the other way. Here's McCormick with it. Selects back on it. Ailey Glenn will carry through center. Glenn coming to the high slot. Gets a shot away. That goes wide. Second chance shot from Hallie Rose McLean, and that just steered aside by Harnum. Glenn now trying to get it to the front of the net for McLean. That was deflected away. McLean chases it down in the far corner, brings it to the front. McLean trying to get a shot away. She turns and shoots. That goes off the toe of her stick, however. And now the puck off the far wall. Greenwood able to get it ahead for Joseph. She'll carry up through center as the Surge come back the other way. Greenwood attempted to get, Joseph tried to get a pass through. That was knocked down. Comes to the net. And Kerr nearly caught going the wrong way. And now here come the Selects back down into the Surge zone. Puck picked up by Mitchell. Mitchell turns. She'll get a pass across to the far side and some room for the Selects for the Surge, to come out as Joseph carried it ahead, but she ended up running into MacArthur. And now Beaton in on the pressure. Jenna Beaton trying to get it to the front of the net. Harnum knocks that pass away. Puck picked up now by the Surge, and out they come, and carrying it forward is Robertson. Robertson cuts to the outside, trying to get to the middle, and gets a shot away. Kerr makes the save, and the puck cleared down the length of the ice. Not hard enough for an icing as we near 5 minutes gone in the second period, which means 10 minutes left to go here in the second period. So the first two periods, 15 minutes each. We know that much now. And safe to say we will have a flood after this second period. And then whether the third's a 15 or a 20, well, we'll find out, and we'll see when they put it up on the clock. Meanwhile, here with the puck is Lexi McIntyre. She turns, gets it back up the near wall. It gets all the way through to Kim. Kim trying to get away from the pressure of McHattie. And now the puck comes back down to Lexi McIntyre. McIntyre looking to turn it back up ice. Has it knocked away from her. Here comes Almond. Almond with a shot. Blocker save made by Kerr. And coming the other way with it quickly now is Morrow. Kate Morrow gets it all the way down to the end boards. Morrow battling there with Walsh. Walsh able to get the better of that, and Walsh will carry the puck ahead for the Surge. She'll lead the rush. 6 minutes gone in the second period. Walsh gets slowed up there by Fitt as Fitt stood up at the blue line. Puck comes to the line, held in there by Lapierre. She works it down the boards. That gets knocked down. Turned and back out the other way. And here comes Morrow again. Morrow has that bounce off of her stick. Fitt at her own line now. Puck played up. Picked up by Lapierre. Lapierre not able to do much with that. And now here's Murray. Murray will play it down to Maya McDonald. McDonald takes a bump in behind the net there from Walsh. And the Surge back on it, and out they come with 8:20 left to go in the second period. Pass over for Wagner. Wagner has that get just a little bit too far away from her, and Fitt will pick it up, and we're going to have an offside. No, a too many players penalty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the Selects have 6 skaters out there right now, plus their goalie. I can count to 7, and I do count 7 Selects players on the ice, including the goalie. So, and it looks like it's going to be Layla Austin going over to serve the penalty. So a too many players penalty against the Selects with 8:13 left to go here in the second period. And the Surge will get their second power play of the morning. We're still in the morning. Bright and early on a Labor Day Monday here in beautiful Pictou County, Nova Scotia. Battle in the corner as the Selects are shorthanded for the second time. Puck comes back to the line for Walters. Walters gives over to McDonald. There's a shot steered away, that being Kate McDonald. Number of players with the surname McDonald between both teams. There's a shot. Kerr makes the save. Kate McDonald back on it. She'll play it back to Walters. Walters returns it to McDonald. Back to Walters. Walters shot into the traffic, hits a leg, comes into the corner. McDonald able to get it to Smith. Smith out in front. There's a chance, and Kerr able to make the save on a very dangerous chance for Alina Gould right there in front of the net. 1:12 left to go in the penalty. 7:25 remaining here in the second period. Surge trailing right now by a score of 1-0 against the Northern Subway Selects, but the Surge getting some good pressure here on this power play. Ailey Glenn will take the face-off against Maya McCormick. McCormick able to win the draw. Puck comes back to the line for Walters. Walters over to McCormick. There's a shot that goes wide. Puck comes to the line. Walters not able to hold it in as Glenn is able to work it out to center. Now it's dumped back in by Tanner as it was out and then back in again. Picked up by Nedelku. Nedelku stopping behind her own net, looking to get the breakout organized with 46 seconds left to go in the power play. Here come the Surge. Again, if you've been following this league for a while, this franchise used to be known as the Action Benefits Penguins. Before that, it was the Bussy Auto Brokers Penguins. Now the Lindsay Surge. I think it's a different ownership group, which is, and don't quote me on that, but I think it's a different ownership group, hence the name change. Puck sent back down deep into the Surge zone with just 8 seconds left in the power play as the Selects look to kill off their second shorthanded situation of the game. And there's a chance. Nice backhand shot taken there by Beaton. And Harnham equal to the task there. Beaton, of course, has the only goal in this game so far. The penalty has expired. We're back to 5-on-5. And we're down under 6 minutes left to go in the second period. Jenna Beaton with the puck. She makes the pass over to McCarty. McCarty's shot goes wide. Now McIntyre coming to the middle. McIntyre with a shot. And Harnham using her head literally to make the save as that one goes off the forehead and up over the glass and out of play. And we'll get a stoppage. 5:41 left to go here in the second period. Selects lead the Surge 1-0 in this exhibition game. And as I say so often when I do exhibition games, it's not about W's and L's at this point. It's about finding line combinations. It's about making those decisions on, player number 15, 16, 17 on the roster, who is going to be the one that might be making a key difference at some point later in the season. Wins and losses in exhibition are nice, obviously. You never want to lose a game. But it's about finding those pieces that are going to work together as what becomes a very long season goes on. When you're talking about the Maritime Major Female Hockey League, you're talking about a 9-team league where every team plays 32 games, I think it is this year. The format always changes slightly, minor changes from year to year. And I believe it's going to be, I believe this year it's going to once again be a 32-game schedule where every team plays every other team 4 times. The league champion is determined by the best regular season record. There are no league playoffs per se. The reason being is that once the regular season comes to an end, the league splits into its 3 provinces, and each province has its own playoffs to determine a provincial champion, and then that provincial champion goes to the Atlantics, and then the winner of the Atlantics goes on to the SO Cup. So the champion of the league is just simply the best regular season record. So 32 games in the regular season, plus then you're looking at, a few tournaments here and there. And there's a shot taken by Murray and a blocker save made by Harnham. And if you're talking about, the Northern Subway Selects, their season has ended up including all the way to a provincial championship, all the way to an Atlantic championship, all the way to the SO Cup. And you're talking about, several additional games there. So when you're putting together your roster, these games are important to make sure that that roster has the pieces necessary for the long haul. A win today is nice. Setting up for wins in March and April, even better. Just about 3 minutes left to go here in the second period. And of course for the Surge, that's the same goal as well. Coming up with the puck, working forward with it there is Austin. Austin trying to come to the middle. That's knocked away, and now it'll be picked up by Gould. Gould gets it ahead and sent down the ice the rest of the way by McDonald. That being Kate McDonald. Now coming out from behind her own net is Tanner. Tanner plays it out to center. 2.5 minutes left to go in the second period. Back with it once again is Grinton. She sends it up the boards. Held in at the line by Walsh. Walsh with the shot. Kerr steers that one aside. And the puck out to center. And it's picked up by Hallie Rose McLean. McLean gets the shot off and sends that one off the iron. It bounces down into the corner. Battle along the near side boards. McLean tried to get it back down to Glenn, but that was intercepted and knocked away. Selects knock it down just outside the blue line, get it back in across the line, and back to pick it up there is McCormick. McCormick gets a pass across, takes a return pass. McCormick trying to make a move. Now she'll get out to center. McCormick working her way up the left wing. With the shot. May have been going wide, but Kern taking no chances. Gloves it down and hangs on with exactly 100 seconds left on the clock here in period number 2. Once again, we'll have 3 more games today at 12:30. It'll be the Greenfoot Capitals taking on the Cape Breton Lynx. Then at 2:30, the Capitals will be right back on the ice against these Surge, as that'll be a battle of the metro area-based teams. And then wrapping things up, the Lynx will take on the Selects. Other way around. The Lynx will be right back on the ice playing at 12:30 and then 2:30. So the Lynx against the Surge. And then at 4 o'clock, the final game of the day, the Capitals against the Selects. Meanwhile, we've got a couple of players tied up in the Surge zone. Their legs got tangled up, and it was a little bit of a challenge to get free of each other. Down into the final minute of period number 2. Battle along the near side wall. Referee yelling at them to move the puck. It does come free. Trying to work her way towards the middle of the ice with it is Joseph. It's knocked off her stick. Joseph staying with it, though. Now battling with Hallie Rose McLean at the far wall. McLean looking to clear the zone. She can't. There's a sharp angle shot. That's deflected and goes wide. That comes off the stick of Greenwood. Centering pass. Broken up by McLean. Now the puck comes to Boyle. And Boyle will play it off the glass and out to center. 25 seconds left to go in the second period. Greenwood tried to give it to Joseph, but that's stolen away by Beaton. Beaton gives it to Vint. Vint with a shot. That's steered aside. Now in the corner, McHattie. McHattie plays it back to the line to Jean. Jean sends it back down the boards. And that will do it for period number 2. Shots on goal in the second period by the Selects 10, by the Surge 8, and the 2-period total is 15-15. But the other 2-period total, the one that has a bigger impact on the overall outcome of the game, is 1-0, as the goal late in the first period by Jenna Beaton continues to stand as the lone goal of this game so far. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, get you ready for the third period in just a few minutes. You are watching Maritime Major Female Hockey League preseason action here on Petter Sports and Streaming through Atlantic Hockey Online, a division of AO Live. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the third period here. Game number 1 of 4 on the day here at the Pictou County Wellness Center. The Maritime Major Female Hockey League exhibition set of games for the Nova Scotia-based teams. The Lindsay Surge taking on the Northern Subway Select. Surge trailing 1-0 going into the third period. The third period will be 15 minutes. So now the only question left is, will we have another flood between games, or will we have a flood between the first and second period of the next game and do floods every 2 periods? We'll find out. And whatever way it is, we're going to roll with it as it goes and deal with things as they come. Petter Sports and Streaming proud to once again be the home of Select's home games all season long. When the Selects move into their normal home over at the Hector Arena, of course, Hector doesn't quite have the ice in yet, which is why these games today are being played here at the Wellness Center. The Select's sort of the most central team out of the 4 Nova Scotia teams, which is why they are hosting here today rather than have everybody head all the way up to Sydney or have everybody head all the way down into the city. This sort of the central location, which is why the Selects end up hosting this event, as they have done for the last few years. And I want to, again, thank the Selects for allowing Petter Sports and Streaming to be their host broadcaster all season long. We're so proud of being able to be associated with this team and with the great things that they have done on and off the ice since we joined up with them many, many, many moons ago, it feels like. Seen a lot of changes. The league used to be known as the Nova Scotia Under-18 Female Hockey League. And then the name changed to reflect the fact that it included teams beyond just Nova Scotia. Hence the name change to Maritime Major Female Hockey League. We've seen some franchise name changes over the years as well. As mentioned, the Lindsay Surge, a new name for this team. And looking forward to another great season of the best female hockey in Atlantic Canada right here at the U18 level. Always very competitive, whether it's the Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, PEI teams, all 9 teams in this league, always putting on a great effort for you, game in and game out. And I got to give a shout out to the rest of the broadcast crews for the other teams as well. You guys have really stepped up over the last few years and added to the quality of the product that is being delivered for people to watch the games, whether they are here in the Maritimes or elsewhere. I know I've talked to a lot of college coaches, a lot of scouts over the years, and they appreciate all of the work that all of the rest of the broadcasters do, and I certainly appreciate being able to be in a group with you guys as well. As the third period is underway, Selects with the puck. Again, the Selects in the dark blue, the Surge in the light blue. And here comes Jenna Beaton. She has the only goal of the game so far. She has the puck right now along the far wall. Tried to make a pass back, fanned on it, ended up adjusting, gets the puck to the front of the net. McHattie with a chance, and finding it and covering up and hanging on for a face-off is Harnham. Just 47 seconds gone here in this 15-minute third period, so it is indeed 3 15-minute periods that we're playing today. And safe to assume that all 4 games will follow the same format. Murray in to take the draw now for the Selects against, I believe that's McCormick. No, it is not McCormick. My apologies. That was Gabby Smith taking that draw. Couldn't quite tell if that was an 18 or a 16. Backing up with the puck is Connolly. She gets it as far as the blue line. Now Here's Murray, if I could learn the English language. Murray trying to wrap around and getting across to get just enough of that puck was Harnum. Great play by Cicely Harnum to deny the wraparound for Reese Murray. A big play there for the Surge goaltender. Safe to assume we'll see Ellie Feltham in the later game that the Surge will play. They'll be back on the ice in the 2:30 game this afternoon against the Lynx. For the Selects, they'll be back on the ice in the 4 o'clock game when they'll take on the Greenfoot Capitals, the other metro area team. Selects getting some pressure on here. Puck played back to the line for Tanner. Tanner's shot goes off of a body and into the corner, bounces out of the corner, and out come the Surge. But the puck knocked away by Grinton as the Surge were trying to clear. Now it's dumped in, and out of her net to settle the puck is Kerr for Grinton. Grinton looks to pass it ahead. That gets knocked down. Following up is Tanner. She'll get the puck to the line and out. Picked up by Emerson McDonald. Her pass just a little bit out of the reach of Timmins, and that's going to result in an icing call against the Selects with just under 2.5 minutes gone here in this third period. Just doing a quick check to see if anybody's trying to send us messages through Facebook or through X, as mentioned. X.com, search for Petter PC_sports. That's PETTER PC_sports. Facebook, look for Petter Sports and Streaming. That's and is an ampersand. And you can send us a message there at any time throughout the day today, or whenever you're watching Petter Sports and Streaming. Again, we will have every Select home game all season long. 3 minutes gone here in the third period. In with the pressure is Timmins. Timmins trying to make a move, but she has the puck knocked off her stick. Now Fitt steps up from her... Sorry, that's not Fitt, my apologies. That was Boyle stepping up from her spot at the line. Puck goes off the end boards. It'll be gathered up behind the net by Mitchell for the Surge. Played ahead and out to center, and here comes the Surge. Pass over to Hartnell. Hartnell with a shot, and the glove save made by Kerr, and she'll hang on for a face-off. 3.5 minutes exactly gone here in period number 3. And the save made, meaning there is a face-off inside the Northern Subway Select Zone. Off to our broadcast right here at the beautiful Pictou County Wellness Center. Got to give a shout-out to the staff here at the, as I call it, the Welly. I don't know if that name is caught on, but I call it the Welly. Great staff here at this building. They're always so helpful whenever I need access to, got to get into a room to get a cord hooked up, or I need to get some extra furniture or whatever the case may be. They always do a great job. Here's McLean with a shot, and the save made by Harnum, and Harnum immediately checking the mask after that one, as I think that one did come off of the noggin as well. That's a couple she's used her head for here today. Fortunately, those masks have some pretty good padding in them. Selects pressuring again. MacArthur. She'll play it back to the line for Jean. Jean with a shot. Looking for a deflection. But in just a little bit too deep there was Glenn. Sorry, brain went to the Bahamas without me there for a moment. MacArthur now. Back on the puck. MacArthur stepping up. Down towards the corner. Turns. Sees that her defenders are on a change, so doesn't have an outlet back to the blue line. Sends it back down low. Now Fitt racing to get over there, but she won't get there in time. The Surge will pick up, and out they come. That pass just a little bit too far in front of Greenwood. And now puck comes back out to center ice. The linesperson goes down as two players and an official all got caught in a little tumble there. Just over 5 minutes gone now in the third period. Greenwood tries to get a shot through. That gets blocked. Puck does end up getting through to Kerr. She steers it away. Now Kerr looking the wrong way, is able to recover just in time. Turn in another shot. That doesn't get all the way through to Kerr. Now they do. They score! Selects get caught scrambling a little bit around their crease there. And Kerr not quite able to recover in time, and the Surge tie it up at a goal apiece. I didn't catch who got the final shot into the net there. I want to say it was Hartnell, but I am genuinely not 100% sure. And they are not doing in-house PA for these games, so we're not going to get an announcement of the goal, I'm afraid. Again, I think it was Hartnell, but I am really not sure. As the puck rolls in onto Kerr, she'll cover up and hang on for a face-off. 9:06 left to go here in the third period. Score tied up at a goal apiece. The shots tied up at 18 apiece. And if this is any indication of what we can expect this season, this is going to be a hard-fought, close, well-challenged season as the Selects and the Surge showing that they are pretty evenly matched here. For a long time, it was sort of there was the Selects and there were the metro area teams, and then there was kind of everybody else, and the Selects were kind of the team to beat for a long time. And they're still the defending league champions. They're still the defending Nova Scotia champions. They're still the defending Atlantic champions. But if this game is any indication, and as we have seen over the last few years, the gap getting closer and closer and closer. And the quality of play continuing to show a very high level here in Atlantic Canada for female hockey. Here comes a chance for Maya McDonald. She gets taken off the puck with a nice play by Kim. Kim will get back on it down in the corner. 8:10 left to go here, third period. Kim trying to change direction to get away from the pressure of Austin. Austin gets the steal, gets the puck to Emerson McDonald. McDonald with a shot, save made. McDonald gets it back, tries to wrap around. Puck just stays out. How did that puck stay out? I'm not sure how it did, but just not able to get it in across the line as Emerson McDonald had a glorious chance on the wraparound. Select still pressuring, played off the end boards. Picked up there by Wagner for the Surge. To the line, not out, held in by Grinton. Grinton gets the shot away, and Hartnell Harnum, my apologies. Harnum, the goaltender, wisely deflecting the puck up over the glass now to play to get her team a stoppage with 7:38 left to go here in the third period. Tied up at a goal apiece, but the Selects, with some pressure, had a great chance to try and reclaim the lead, but it was not to be. With it is Lapierre. She'll get the pass ahead. Surge look to come out. We're going to see another penalty against the Selects. They'll go shorthanded for the third time in this game unless the Surge score right here. There's a shot. Goaltender out for the extra attacker, and as the Selects play the puck, we will get the whistle. It's going to be a tripping call. And the stick getting caught just in the feet. Ailey Glenn, the guilty party there. So with 7:15 left to go here in the third period, for the third time this morning / into the afternoon, as we're a few minutes past noon here in the Atlantic time zone. If you're watching from somewhere west of us, good morning still. If you're watching from somewhere further east, i.e. across the pond, well, good afternoon. And if you're right here in Atlantic Canada, good just barely afternoon as well. There's another shot. Kerr steers that one aside as the Selects shorthanded, as we mentioned, third time in this game. Surge 0 for 2 with the power play. There's a chance as Kerr started going the wrong way, was able to recover, though, before Greenwood could get the shot off. Now McLean able to clear the puck down the length of the ice. That'll relieve the pressure with 1:20 left to go in the penalty. Harnum plays the puck into the near side corner. Coming after it, though, is MacArthur. She'll get there first. MacArthur trying to tie the puck up along the end boards. MacArthur still on it. MacArthur plays it back to the line. Sent back down the boards. MacArthur tying it up as we're now down to 55 seconds left to go in the penalty. Select's doing a good job with a 200-foot penalty kill. Puck back into the northern zone, but quickly played right back out again by Lexi McIntyre. And here comes McLean. McLean can't get around the player who was covering her. I believe that was Nedelku. Now played around to the far side. Looking to clear the zone. Robertson. She does get it out to center. Fitt plays it right back in again, though, as the Selects. And now here's a turnover. And what a save as Ella Fitt. I don't think Fitt realized she had as much time as she had, because if she'd waited just a little longer, she could have taken that puck a little bit further to her left and tucked it around Harnum instead of trying to go over Harnum. And that would have been a shorthanded goal for sure if Ella Fitt, and again, I think she didn't realize she had as much time as she had there. Glorious opportunity for Ella Fitt. But it was not to be. Sometimes you got to be lucky to be good and good to be lucky. And Harnum with a little bit of that there. As we are back to 5-on-5, down to 4:40 left to go here. Third period of a tie hockey game. And another penalty coming up against the Selects. This one's going to be a slashing call. And glass half full. You're getting to practice your penalty kill quite a bit if you're the Northern Subway Selects. Glass half empty. You're taking a lot of penalties comparatively as Regan Vint goes off for the slash with 4:34 left to go. Penalties in this game now 4-0. Selects 3 for 3 on the penalty kill. Surge 0 for 3 with that extra skater. And again, in an exhibition game where, the W and the L don't necessarily mean as much, you can take those kinds of miscues. But, that's something that the coaching staff for the Selects are going to want to try and clean up before the regular season starts, is taking those kinds of penalties. But when your penalty kill is as effective as this, you can get away with it a little bit. Here's Grinton with the puck. Taking it all the way back now. Turns to work it back up ice. Is able to get it back out to center. 56 seconds left to go in the penalty. Puck loose at center ice. Grinton picks it up again. Plays it back to Tanner. Tanner able to get it ahead. Turned over to McCormick. McCormick getting pressured, has to play it back. Now gives it to Kim on the near side. Kim gets it ahead. In across the blue line. McCormick back on the puck. McCormick looking to go back door, but the pass knocked down by Grinton. Nice play there by the Select defender with 27 seconds now left to go in the penalty. Just under 3 minutes left to go in a tie third period. Puck cleared down the length of the ice, and of course with the penalty kill in place, no icing. Going back to get it is Lapierre. Lapierre has Murray on her. Lapierre tied up at the end boards, has to play it over to the far corner. Just 6 seconds left now in the power play. Pass ahead to Hartnell. Here comes Hartnell in across the blue line. We're back to 5-on-5. Hartnell gets the shot off. That gets blocked. Puck goes down to the corner, picked up there by Buffett. Buffett gives back to Hartnell. Tried to get it to McCormick. That pass deflected away. Back on it is McCormick. Comes to the middle, gets a shot off. That goes high. Down into the corner for Hartnell. Hartnell trying to get it back to McCormick. That'll be broken up by Maya McDonald, and she'll get it down the ice. Take the icing call to give her team a chance to get reorganized. 2:05 left to go here in the third period tie hockey game. And because this is exhibition play, I don't know if we're going to do an OT or not, because our time frame is pretty tight. We'll have to wait and find out. The next game is scheduled to start at 12:30, and although it looks like we're going to go straight from one game to the other because the Zamboni, the rolling door hasn't been lifted yet. There's a shot. Kerr makes a nice save. A challenging save there. Noticing Georgia Burrows not dressed today. Not sure if Burrows... I know Burrows has U18 eligibility left. We'll have to see what we can find out there. The puck cleared down the ice. Coming through center, the Surge once again, just 75 seconds, left to go in the third period. Puck comes off the end boards. Picked up by Tanner. Played around to the near side. Reversed back around. Tanner will pick it up again. And carry it up. Now cross ice pass. Misses everybody. Reached as it gets to the goal line, so no icing. We're down to the final 53 seconds. Tie hockey game. And again, we'll find out if they're going to do overtimes today or what the deal is. And we're going to get another penalty against the Selects here with just 39.1 seconds left. Their fifth penalty of the afternoon, of the morning/afternoon. It hasn't come back to bite them yet. But like I said, these are the kinds of things that when you get to regular season play, you can't afford to give your opponent 5 power plays in a hockey game when you don't get any. Glenn can't clear the zone. Poirier plays it back to the line. 25 seconds left in regulation. Sent back to the line again for Mitchell. Mitchell shot, they score! With 17.2 seconds left in the third period, Mitchell with the shot from the point, and the deflection by Lacey Poirier will give the Lindsay Surge what will likely be a big preseason win against the defending league, provincial, and Atlantic champions. Just 6 seconds left. There's a shot that gets blocked, and the Surge will indeed get the 2-1 victory here in the opening game of the preseason. A big win for the Surge here today at the Wellness Center. They'll be back on the ice at 2:30 against the Cape Breton Lynx. Selects will be back on the ice at 4 against the Greenfoot Capitals. Speaking of the Lynx and the Capitals, they'll be coming up in about 10 minutes' time, and I see the door is opening now to the Zamboni, so we will have a flood in between. We're going to take a break while they get ready for that next game. Until then, on behalf of my awesome camera person, Melody, this is Michael Petter saying may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Final score, once again, Surge opened the preseason with a 2-1 victory over the Selects. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day Monday.